hanya di NTV7. Feel it.
Hello, kembali dalam Feel Good Show bersama kami, host anda, saya Aaron Al-Fatih.
Dan saya Razif Hashim.
Yes, dan sekarang ni kita dalam segmen seperti mana Razif yang ada tease sikit tadi, kita dalam segmen Heart to Heart. Tapi sebelum tu, kalau anda semua nak stalk laman media sosial kami di Instagram, Twitter pun boleh, Twitter dan juga Facebook @feelgoodshow7. Dan yang paling penting, jangan lupa hashtag tu penting bro, hashtag feelgoodshow7. Kan Razif kan?
Betul. Dan sekarang ni dalam segmen Heart to Heart, macam saya cerita tadi, kita ada seorang penari. Dia adalah pemenang dalam BOH Cameronian Arts Awards baru-baru ni sebagai Best Featured Performer. Bersama kami adalah Rathimalar Govindarajoo. Hi.
Hello Rathi.
How are you?
How are you?
Okay, very good.
Kan, macam mana ahad-ahad ni? Bling-bling sangat cantik Rathi.
I had to wake up at 5:30 to get dressed, so on a Sunday morning, so that's quite bad lah.
Alright, Rathi. Bagi saya lah, saya sangat kagum dengan Rathi. Sebab Rathi ni dah boleh dikatakan dah menari dalam lebih daripada 1 abad. Memang sangat talented.
Abad?
Betul lah, 1 abad betul lah. 1 dekad. 1 dekad.
Abad 100 tahun bro.
1 dekad. Typo sikit.
Lama,
sangat lama.
Kan? Tapi setahu saya lah, apa yang sebenarnya menginspirasikan Rathi untuk menari ialah your mother, Ibu Rathi. Jadi mungkin boleh kongsikan sikit?
Yeah, sure. The main reason I did Samprati was because of my mom, because the journey started off with her, right? My dad passed away when I was like about 4 years old, and my dad was a police officer, ASP Govindarajoo. And it was such a devastating, life-changing thing for my family. So, especially my mom, so then she had to raise 4 kids on her own, right? And so she went through a very life-changing time, and it was very challenging for her. And so she decided that she would channel that to something else. And then so she decided that because I was dancing, every time I watched Kamal Haasan on TV, and then I saw Wanna Dance, that time Salenge Oli was playing, so I was like so inspired Wanna Dance. So she's like, okay, let's send me to a dance school. So I think we chose Temple of Fine Arts because it was the most popular at that time. So when Bila joined, and then she was like, she started volunteering to help out in the kitchen, and she would be there, and I was like, I loved dancing so much, so I would stay there the entire day, and she would also stay there the entire day and help out in the kitchen. She would cook and everything for everybody, because there was a canteen, right? So she would serve and everything. And so that sort of gave her a very holistic healing. And because there was singing, I was also in Sangeetam classes, and there was music and dance, and that sort of, healed her. So,
jadi pada masa itu adakah itu permulaan restoran Anna Lakshmi?
No, I don't think they started the Anna Lakshmi at that time. It was just a canteen for the students and the parents. Untuk makan. And it was very, very small. Temple of Fine Arts was very small at that time.
Jadi, apakah what is your main focus in dance? Jenis tarian klasikal India apa yang Rathi mempraktikkan?
Well, for me, the form of dancing is much more, I mean, at this age and time, I feel everything is one, because I look at it as a physical movement and expressing through from your heart, right?
Jadi dia bukan tertakluk kepada sejenis style macam audisi ke.
So there is the tradition, of course, and because I've been trained in traditional Indian classical dance, Bharatanatyam, Odissi, and then you do ballet, classical, and to train and also to know your history and the myths of the stories of Indian classical dance. But from there, you try to find your own voice and your own way of expressing, right?
Tadi Rathi ada sebut yang mula suka menari bila tengok orang menari, kan?
Yes.
Jadi masa tu umur berapa tu?
I think I was 7 years old,
Okay.
6 years old.
Tapi masa tu umur 7 tahun. Tapi bila Rathi dah mencecah umur mungkin 16, 15, 17 kan? Apa yang sebenarnya yang membuatkan macam, oh, saya nak teruskan menari. Saya nak jadi seorang penari profesional.
That I think was Ramli Ibrahim. Ramli Ibrahim was the mentor, right? So he opened the doors because I only knew Indian dance. I only knew what was shown on TV.
Okay.
But he opened our eyes to other kinds of dancing. So he sent me to American Dance Festival.
Wow.
He sent me all around the world.
Wow.
Even Balinese dance. I stayed in Bali for 2 months. And then he sent me to Kelantan to stay there to look at Mak Yong and everything like that. So not only, that's why I think dance is very universal. And it's an expression, it's also a healing. And therefore, connecting back to my mom, even though she didn't dance, I think she danced through me. So, yeah.
That's so sweet.
That's right, yeah.
But that's why I thought, while she's still here, she's 70, she's 76 years old now, and I don't want to think about how it's going to be when she's not around, but I would like to tribute something for her while she is around.
Yeah.
So therefore, I decided, I hate doing solo dances. Bila menari seorang is not as fun as dancing in a group, right?
Yeah.
Because you're connecting and reacting. But when you dance a solo, it's much more of very serious, and you need to project that roles and stories, and there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So I always try to avoid dancing solo,
I see.
I like always having
Kolaborasi.
collaborations and everything.
Rathi, kita ada video VT. Jom kita lihat sekejap apa yang kita boleh tengok. Here we go. There we go. This is your solo dance walaupun dia tak suka.
Ni nak tarian apa ni?
This is Odissi. This is classical Odissi.
Okay.
And this one was like, I wanted to show the gruesome part of the goddess. Usually the goddesses are always very beautiful and pretty.
Yeah.
But I wanted to show the anger and the ugly side of her, which is also beautiful actually.
Tapi saya percaya yang Rathi kalau nak suruh dia menari itu memang sangat sekejap kan? Sebab Rathi memang dah lama menari. Tapi untuk tarian yang tadi kita dah tunjuk tu, berapa lama sebenarnya kebiasaannya lah Rathi untuk menguasai certain movement ataupun certain tarian tu?
Well, I think the basic thing is to get trained for at least 5 years.
Okay.
You get a very good foundation, and then later on, actually, you never stop learning, right? You keep improving, and your body keeps changing and changing. So you always have to adapt and keep learning. So I would say if you want to do a solo performance, usually they take 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it is a very...
Rathi, ni dekat mana Rathi?
Yang ni dekat
This is at Malacca for MAP Festival. I was invited to go and do site-specific work at the church, St. Paul.
Alpha Musa?
No, St. Paul.
Oh, St. Paul.
St. Paul. And then they challenged me because the floor is very unbalanced, right? So they said, "Boleh tak? Can you manage to dance on that floor?" I said, I want to take the challenge. I want to do it, So, but then we've been trained. We've danced on the roads and everywhere. But this one was a big challenge because the floor was completely, unstable.
Tapi memang
But then I managed. So sometimes challenges like that gives me like a goal. Okay, I want to do this show because I want to overcome that obstacle, right?
Tapi saya memang sangat respect lah dengan Rathi kan. Sebab biasanya kalau orang-orang yang sama umur dengan saya kat luar sana tu, kalau mereka nak menjadi seorang penari, pasti mereka biasanya akan minat menari ballet ataupun hip hop ataupun modern. Tapi kalau Rathi pula, Rathi memang suka tarian tradisional. Bukan saja India, Rathi actually pergi ke semerata dunia, pergi ke Bali, pergi ke Kelantan, belajar tarian tradisional mereka kan. Tapi tadi ada sebut tentang challenge. Tadi Rathi ada sebut tentang challenge. Jadi nak tanya sebenarnya kan, sepanjang perjalanan Rathi, pernah tak Rathi terasa macam I should give up?
Definitely, all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Even now.
Okay, tapi all the time pun, okay, Rathi, jom kita tengok sebuah klip di mana Rathi memenangi sebuah, the award, BOH Cameronian Awards, you know what I mean? Let's have a look at this. So, there you go. That was your award day, wasn't
Yes,
it? Yes,
I forced my mom to go up to receive it on behalf,
So sweet.
Because I know that Samprati was much a tribute to her, and I think she was the one who wanted me to do the show. And I dedicated the entire Samprati to her, so I thought it was most appropriate to have her to receive the award.
That's amazing.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
So jadi balik kepada
Giving up
setiap hari kan. So tapi the fact is you didn't give up. Sebab itulah Rathi berada di atas pentas tu bersama Ibu Rathi kan. Tapi apakah secret ataupun rahsia Rathi untuk walaupun nak give up tapi untuk meneruskan perjalanan setiap hari?
I think when you're at the verge of giving up, something happens.
Betul.
And usually I think I've been very blessed and lucky in that way that every time I'm at the verge of giving up, thinking there's no funding, there's no support, there's no money, I cannot just dance and perform, my body's getting old. And then suddenly there's an opportunity that comes in, and then like Samprati was also a very good, I think no one gave me that opportunity. I gave myself an opportunity, and the black box was actually at Segambut by Now Theatre. So they said, we'll give you the space for free. And then I had people come up to me and gave me money. Can you, use this for whatever that you need? And I made posters. And then I had my family all of a sudden, my nephews and nieces, we'll help you backstage, So when you suddenly realize that there are people around who are willing to support you and help you, and they know that you have had so much of passion, they don't want you to give up.
Jadi tu kiranya bila saya dengar benda tu sebenarnya saya macam nak menangis juga. Tapi saya rasa Rathi sangat bersyukur kan sebab keluarga Rathi, macam Rathi cakap tadi, anak-anak buah Rathi semua sekarang ni sokong Rathi kan. Tapi mungkin boleh kongsikan sikit lah kepada penonton Feel Good Show, kepada mereka yang kat luar sana, mungkin mereka nak jadi seperti Rathi, nak cuba ataupun nak menjadi seorang penari klasikal yang tradisional. Mungkin Rathi boleh berikan sepatah dua kata kepada mereka?
Well, I think even though you will face a lot of obstacles and challenges and a lot of hardship, especially financially, if you want to dance, you will somehow find a way to dance. So, if somebody really wants to dance, they will somehow find a way to dance. So I hope you will find your way in dancing. Even if you have a full-time job, you have kids at home, or you have a family that you cannot, allocate time to rehearse or do a show, if you really want to dance, you will find a way to dance.
InsyaAllah, itu adalah kata-kata inspirasi daripada Rathi yang baru saja memenangi BOH Cameronian Awards Best Featured Performer untuk performance-nya Sampati, right? That's right. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you so much.
No worries, no worries. All the best, insyaAllah, for your future,
Thank you so much.
Baiklah, jom kita dengar apa kata Nana. What's going on?
Nana ala halik.
Kita nak bercakap pasal dance.